Known as the Cursed Heir, John Paul Getty was the grandson of American oil tycoon J Paul Getty, who was kidnapped by an Italian mafia known as the Nrandgheta and held for a $17 million ransom. How did he survive this? And did one of the richest men in the world pay the ransom? Get ready to find out. Stay until the end of our video to learn all the juicy details of this kidnapping. And also, subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on for more great videos like today. The ransom was unpaid, even after the kidnappers sent Getty's mother a letter, written by Getty himself, saying, "Dear Mummy, since Monday I have fallen into the hands of kidnappers. Don't let me be killed." And the family members who did have money, namely patriarch J Paul Getty Sr, replied by saying, "I have 14 other grandchildren. If I pay 1 penny, I'll have 14 kidnapped grandchildren." Getty III was held by the kidnappers in the mountains of Calabria for months. We just have to wonder how they were entertained during this long time. Perhaps by kidnapping other people? Getty III's kidnappers even cut off his ear and mailed it with a lock of his hair to a newspaper in Rome. The pictures of Getty with his ear and pleas to his family later appeared in another paper. His grandfather even agreed to pay the captors, but only a much reduced ransom. The final amount, $3 million, was the most his accountants said would be tax deductible, according to a 1995 book about the family by John Pearson. John Paul II paid the rest with a loan from the Getty patriarch to be repaid with interest. That man was rich, sure, but was also a miser. Later, John Paul III was released and found at an abandoned gas station. His life was changed by the kidnapping forever. Paul III married Gisela Zacher, a woman 6 years older than him, at only age 18. They had a son, famous actor Balthazar Getty. And then, John Paul III began his college career in Pepperdine University. But he struggled with a drug and alcohol addiction, and in 1981, he drank a Valium, methadone, and alcohol cocktail which caused liver failure and a stroke, leaving him quadriplegic, partially blind, and unable to speak. His mom also sued his father for the ludicrous amount of $28,000 a month to cover his medical needs. By 1987, however, he was able to regain some degree of autonomy, and he was able to ski when strapped to a metal frame. His health kept declining, however, and he died at age 54 on February 5, 2011. John Paul Getty III was the grandson of a famous American oil tycoon, J. Paul Getty, who was also once the richest man in the world. Most kidnappings are performed on high-profile victims that can, of course, yield the kidnappers with a substantial amount of cash, so it should come off as no surprise that Getty III was a victim of it. So shocking it was to the world that his kidnapping was even the subject of a film by Ridley Scott, All the Money in the World, which was nominated for 3 Golden Globes. Getty's grandfather developed a reputation for being a terrible cheapskate, famously going so far as to temporarily install a payphone for guests to use at his house in London. That's probably why his personal relationships were kind of severed. On July 10, 1973, Getty III suddenly disappeared. Only 2 days after his kidnapping, his mother received a ransom note asking for around $17 million. She didn't have the money though, and some members of the Getty family had the nerve of doubting his disappearance. Getty III had often joked that he would stage his own kidnapping to squeeze money out of his miserly grandfather, so that's probably why. So, what's your opinion on John Paul Getty III's kidnapping and tragic life? Would you have done the same in his father's situation? Let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more great videos like today. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we'll see you next time.